Hello and welcome back to more Ratchet Clank Ripped Apart. Last time we finished off Savali, did a little bit of the Battleplex, did some stuff in the Fairy City. Speaking of, I'm going to do the Fairy City stuff now before I forget about it. We looked into between parts. The stupid bear!
Yeah, I told him he was incorrect.
I mean,
He didn't
it's a
believe me.
50-50 shot. I was either right or I was not right, and I was not right.
Exactly.
And I mentioned this to you when you said it off screen too. I did listen to you. I stopped looking for it.
That's what he wants you to believe.
Nothing back here since a long time ago.
I'm with you every step of the way.
In a similar area, it should be around here. Once I can jump down. Can't jump down here, and be one of these. But that one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. There we go. Gregor Bear found.
Hey, Mayo, guess what?
Toast?
Mr. Zircon is poor.
Yes, he is. Still mad they made him a pacifist in this game.
It's okay, just remember, alternate dimension version.
I know.
So he's not the real Zircon.
Alright, now that we got that Gregor Bear, now let's go to the mines.
On Sargasso, you said you gave Ratchet the Dimensionator so that he could find the other Lombaxes.
Yeah, now that we've been to Savali, I have a lot of questions about that.
Let's find our home, if you can even call it that. Do you really
Like,
think Mark
we're not gonna get any answers to that, are we?
No.
Nope.
No.
See, they just said it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, are you ready for the space mission?
Of course. I love low gravity.
Low gravity's awesome. How you make every single boss in a game easy. Yo, she throws her hammer like Thor. I just noticed that.
Well, that box is going off to the ether. Box, come back! Box!
Everything is muffled, Mayo.
Try using your hammer on it.
Oh no! Okay, we're good again.
You have stored energy from the dimensional rifts.
Look it. This is when this place wasn't destroyed.
Like,
Is this your
they're
present?
trying to treat it like it's alternate dimensions, although I have a hard time not seeing this as time travel.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. Skyward Sword did it better.
I know. I'm just thinking it too when I saw it. Like, this is literally Skyward Sword. This is.
I'm gonna say it, Mayo. And I mean, I technically already said it, but Skyward Sword did it better.
We've already made the Zelda comparison once, so. And
I
yes,
told
if
you
you didn't
this
see the end of
game
the
is
last
just
part, we have
stealing
the numbers now.
I
Because we have the
told
RPG
you.
setting.
Stealing. They stole from Zelda because Fortnite was too slow, so Zelda made it.
Safety lockdown engaged. We need to reach the other side of that window to activate
Zircon,
the
hello.
lockdown release.
Another. Sorry. 1 sec.
So the real question is,
Another
how does
dimension?
she keep popping in through all these different dimensional rifts? And
Oh,
how
this
does
isn't
she
even
know
the
what-
worst of it. This is-
And how does she know
That's
what we
late.
do and don't have, Mayo?
Oh, okay.
What is this person doing?
Panicking.
Hey friend, if you kick the crystal, you'll be in a better place. Trust me.
Oh, absolutely.
It's right next to you. Can I see their face? Is that Angela? I can't see them.
No, definitely
No,
not.
it's not. I was hoping it'd be Angela. At this point, I'm just expecting Angela to pop in and be like, "Hey, it's me, Angela." What happened to the crystal? It was there in the cutscene. I saw it.
It's gone now.
What? It was in the cutscene.
Okay.
I swear it was in the cutscene. Oh, hey, look, here's the tutorial of that thing. So they didn't tell you about it. Told you.
Maybe they mentioned it in another game. Like, this is a common thing they do into the Nexus. Maybe just think of it from there.
You don't even have proof that they even go inside a Nexus.
Must get past them and find a way back to the intact.
I mean, I played the game, so yes, I do.
No, you can't prove it still. I wish everything was muffled, because, you know, technically the gravity's all gone. What the hell happened to this planet? Did they just mine it too hard?
They'll find out eventually. Maybe.
I feel like they might have mined it too hard, because this is a mining planet. And if that's not the reason, well, I'm gonna say that's the reason, because it's more funny to me to imagine that this place got screwed up because they were just
Doing their jobs, yeah.
really, really, really wanted to mine everything.
She's broadcasting to anyone who will listen.
Is that person with us?
No,
Not
I don't
with
think
us.
they came with this.
Dude, just stand on this thing and then you'll be in a better place, I'm telling you.
But just why? Like, I know she doesn't have a weapon or anything, but like, just use your arm. It doesn't matter.
Dude, just kick it. Nothing is special about Rivet's hammer. It's literally just a hammer.
Starting from this point, the level kind of breaks in half if you start using the hover boots too much. And I do want to collect everything, so I'm not going to use it a whole lot.
Ooh, see, Mayo? Now there's lava, just like in Skyward Sword.
Wow.
This really is just ripping off Skyward Sword. First they went to the desert level, but then they were like, let's rip off the volcanic level.
As you know, Skyward Sword invented volcanoes.
Precisely. It did. Look, they just wanted to cash in on the Skyward Sword remake coming to stores near you.
On a totally different platform, yes.
Precisely. And you know what? It makes me upset.
Nicely handled. Now we should get up to the ridge.
But you can't stop thinking about Skyward Sword.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's fine.
Nope. You just created a paradox.
I mean, it's not a paradox, it's just a portal.
It's a paradox.
Up, there goes one.
There goes two.
Wait, did that guy get hit with like 7,000 points of damage?
I did not see.
Like, when the crate hit him, it did like 7,300 something worth of damage.
Well, maybe that's what you should be doing.
Maybe.
A hit.
And if you don't do it, I'm gonna tell Mother.
Goons might,
Mother?
but not as elite as us.
Mother?
You are in need of nanotech.
Yeah, I noticed, Clank, thank you. Oh,
That's
okay.
me. I'm Clank.
It looks fantastic. We should just jump down there.
Thanks for the help, Bolts. Not really used to it.
You know, we do need a photo for this part.
Perhaps the giant drill.
Let's find someone who can point us to
Nah,
it.
no. There's no proof.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm
Nothing to
doing
say?
alright, you know.
Okay.
This planet's pretty awesome. It would be a shame if it, like, exploded or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be awful.
Ah, this is the mining hub.
Just imagine.
Perhaps someone here can direct us to the drill. The chief engineer's survey station should be nearby.
It's okay, dude. We'll just mine this world in half.
Indeed. For example, the average miner spends 72% of their life underground.
Whoa, really?
No, but I would hate to bore
Wow,
you by
Clank.
running
I can't believe you, Clank. I thought you were supposed to be the one that always tells the truth no matter what.
Appear as confused as
But
we
no, he tells lies too.
Lockdowns, interdimensional rifts. Can't really blame them. But we need that drill. We should hurry.
Oh, is there anything of value here? Oh, there's gold bolt. Okay. Oh, I thought I had this out. Oh, good. They got stunned finally. And drill.
Drill?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you do have a drill weapon for a reason. You're gonna help destroy this planet.
Oh, I sure hope so. I love being evil in games. Specifically in games where they try to force you onto being a hero. That's the type of game I love being evil in.
Then you would love the game called Infamous.
I mean, I played Second Son. I thought it was alright.
No, it sucked. Because I said so.
excellent find.
And as we all know, I've always been correct. Heh.
Alright, what did I get for this bolt? Music pack!
Nothing.
Unlocks additional music to play at the jukebox and turkeys. Okay. Never mind, so I need to get that trophy.
Is it at least pirate music?
I mean, there's probably something in there for pirates.
Pirates
Ooh,
are in
nice
this
in the
game.
books.
I want to hear the sea shanties. If I don't hear a single sea shanty, I'll be disappointed.
You're
Oh,
at
it's such a cheap weapon. You're starting to make Ratchet and Clank one blush game.
So close to being filled out, but not quite yet.
I believe we are close to the survey station. The decorations here are slightly more colorful than in my dimension.
Or
Wait, you've been here before?
Oh,
When did you
Yeah.
come here before?
I don't know.
I
The
remember
real
being
question
confused
is-
about that during the live stream that I did for this game. So I stopped what I was doing and I tried to look up this level name, like the Blizzard Mines. No, it's only in Rift Apart. So I don't know what Clank is going on about.
dimensional damage seems
Oh, yeah,
He's
something
going on.
looks totally fine.
Kind of pretty.
About life or
Terrifying
something.
way.
Yeah.
Suffering.
There. That must be the chief engineer.
I would absolutely take a death through to jump down there for a photo op.
Deathroot. There's Deathroots in this game?
There is if you want him to be.
Voices.
I want there to
I've been
be
hearing them for too long.
Deathroots.
Wherever the purple is, they are too. First the quakes and the Bleezon. Now this.
Why did the resolution of my computer,
Except
not
someone has to
resolution
be
of my
heavy drilling
computer,
for a
my
base
Windows
course
just
soon.
herpaderp.
Until I determine
Oh, no.
what's going on. For all we know, this whole drill site is haunted. That's why I sent my science bots out to scan the purple.
And
I
Okay,
have to pick them up. And I know
All right.
it's safe.
so never.
wait. I'll find the bots and bring them back here safe and sound.
these bots have intercepted a message from your dimension. Perhaps it is
Good for
from
them?
the person we encountered.
Hopefully
Nah,
they'll
totally
help us
different
figure
individual,
out
I'm sure.
what happened there and prevent it here.
Yeah, I don't know any
Let's go.
gyms.
Jim, I don't know. Doesn't sound like anybody I've ever heard of before.
Nope, never heard of a single one in my entire life.
Nor will we ever, because that would be weird.
And as we all know, we are normal. Isn't that right, Mayonnaise Doctor? Isn't that right, Mr. Man of the Nays? Why have you started to adopt my cry sound?
No, probably sometime around when we did the GBA TAC game.
Ooh.
It would check out.
It goes a little bit like this.
Yeah, I walked right into that one. Robot! Bye, robot.
Greetings. We are in the greatest of danger.
Bob?
Follow. Be quick.
Bob!
Somebody say Bob?
There's always room for a Bob in the universe. And the
Oh, absolutely.
multiverse.
Ow.
But you know, there is a Bob in Zelda, so you know, they're just stealing more.
How dare they?
This just evolved into being finding every little intricate detail of freaking way of the game.
For anyone that isn't super familiar with their content, he's joking. Please do not take him super seriously.
Yeah, no, it's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Except for Fortnite creating video games, that is 100%
Oh,
serious.
absolutely. This is still
That one is
a relatively new game, so I can imagine someone that hasn't seen any other videos coming here.
Yeah, watch all our other videos, but don't hit that subscribe nor that bell button.
I mean, maybe subscribe, but not the bell.
Yeah, if you hit the bell, then you've gone too far.
I am overheating.
Hey, where's that person that we were supposed to take to this alternate dimension, or, let's be honest, time travel planet?
I mean, it's basically time travel.
There's an old research lab ahead. If I know Jim, that's where he'd head first.
But you know what? No. No, those can't exist.
I'm sorry, she said she knew, and then there was like a random pause in the middle of her sentence.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Did you hear that?
No, not at all.
Wait, you didn't hear
It's
the weird
almost like
pause
the-
in her sentence?
No, it's almost like there was nothing there at all.
Yeah, I know, it's really weird. Like, was this an oversight when they were making this level?
It's weird.
Whoa, that was
Hmm.
close.
Well, I mean, it's okay. Sometimes people mess up dialogue when making a game, so you
Yeah,
know,
all the
I
time.
can understand this one time problem. If anything, I'm surprised they didn't stealth patch it, given the fact there already has been a patch for the game.
Yeah, there's been a couple. Seriously,
Also-
Howard.
The real question is, if technically we're going to a different dimension, if this is technically a different dimension version of the level, she told us to look for some unnamed person, right?
Yes.
So then, like, how do they know that the alternate dimension version has that person?
Aww.
That doesn't make any sense.
Reasons.
Why would we be following this robot?
I don't see a robot. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean? That's Science Bot.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, well, there's no Science Bot anymore.
I don't see any.
0, none. Bros. I've lost count.
What does that even mean, Rivet?
I assume it has to do with the fact that goons for less call themselves bros all the time.
I guess.
Give me bolts. I want bolts!
Yeah, you need 10 bolts, which is a lot in this game for
Yeah,
some
in this
reason.
game, it's worth a lot.
I'm telling you, dude, it's making Ratchet and Clank one blush. I'm gonna look at the Ratchet and Clank. Like, okay, let's see. Ratchet and Clank one weapon price. All right, Ratchet and Clank 2002 vendors. All right. One of the weapons you have to buy right now, the next weapon you have to buy is like 17,000.
Yeah,
right?
17,000, something like that.
That is about 2,000 more bolts than the Visibomb gun
See the body
without the
of that
Persuader.
on the right, past the broken bridge.
The Visibomb is 15,000 normally.
Well, yeah, but that's an end game
10,000
weapon.
with. Yeah, and 10,000 with the Persuader. But I mean, I'm just telling you, that's how like little bolts you're getting in this game. That's so weird.
You're now.
There's also a huge discrepancy in the original game. It's actually kind of funny. It's actually really funny to me now that I'm looking at all the prices of the original game, because you got like 15,000 for the Visibomb. That is like the priciest base weapon, right? You know,
Yeah.
that isn't the Rhino.
Yeah, that isn't a Rhino.
Until you look at the Tesla Claw, which for some reason is 40,000.
Oh, Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hey Sam,
Oh,
how you
no.
doing? But yeah, that's so weird. It's so weird, right? Because there's literally there's 3 weapons, 4 weapons if you include the Rhino in the original game, the original Ratchet and Clank game, that are 10,000 bolts or above. There's the Devastator, which is 10,000 on the dot, the Visibomb, which is 15,000, and then for some reason the Tesla Claw is 40,000, and then the Rhino is 150,000. Why is the Tesla Claw so much is the real question.
I mean, I know it's an end game weapon too, but
It's an amazing weapon. It's probably the best
yeah, but-
weapon in Ratchet and Clank 1, but I didn't recall it being that pricey.
yeah, it is. Look up, you say? Oh, yeah, fitting. Hi, how are you? Oh, it's you again. Hi, how you doing?
Aw, Sam, get him out of here. So is like the person who's doing their... Okay, I guess they're just going to ignore everything. They're just gonna keep doing their job.
Rather painful.
I'm trying to dodge you.
Like, just comment on Rivet getting absolutely ass blasted.
I mean, sure.
Well, he said that looked painful right after you got smacked on the ground.
We are alarmingly outnumbered here.
Hey, those things were from the 2016 game, except their spikes weren't that glowy. I don't remember what planet they were on. Did Mr. Fungi just talk?
What guy talks? He doesn't talk as much as Zircon, but he talks.
Is he bloodthirsty?
No.
Well, then what's the point? Who cares?
In a word, he's very depressed. Which, I mean,
But
I'm
is
sure
he
that's
the
going
kind
to
of
be funny
person
for
that-
someone, but
Is he the kind of person where if you summon him, he's just like, I don't want to be here?
absolutely yes.
Get that HP, Mayo. Get that HP.
Where's
Get
the
that
HP? There's not one.
Right there. Then there's more HP over. You keep walking. It's behind the pillar to your left. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good job. I'm proud of you.
You guys can use the drill.
Is the drill? Oh yeah, that's the reason we're here.
Yeah, it's gonna
Well,
cut through the planet.
Following
It's also
there's a
in
weak
your
point
hand.
there, huh?
Hello, are you my new best friend?
Sure.
Noises.
All right. So where are you supposed to go now?
That can't be good.
I'm assuming we're going over there.
Anomaly is identical to
Huh.
the one we saw on Sargasso.
Wish we had a guide to help us, like in the
Yeah.
level, not like an actual tangible guide.
Yeah, that'd be handy.
Until the blockage in that tube is cleared.
So wait, is the chief engineer the person that's going through dimensions with us, or is this a completely different person?
Now, I think it's supposed to be the alternate dimension chief engineer is the one that's in the other dimension.
Oh, hey, it's Mrs. Zircon. Oh, sorry, it's Miss Zircon. Still don't have an answer for that one.
Oh, my stars!
So how can lock and
Ooh,
be
an
fired
additional hound
simultaneously?
clock on we fire simultaneously. Nice. Hey, let me read it all the way through next time, Mayo. I'm part of this adventure also.
Okay,
Ready to fix
fine.
another dimensional mess?
I mean, I read through it all the way through that time, so I don't know why I yelled in that specific moment, but...
Gary!
Oh, no. At least there's Gary, but oh, no, a Clank section. Ah.
Great! But appropriately heroic.
I have a genuine question when it comes to Clank sections. No matter how, like, not harmless they might possibly be, right? I still have a question regarding them, right? My question is, why is Insomniac so insistent on making Clank sections exist?
They've answered this before. The reason they do it is because they want to bring up gameplay. So it's not just gunplay all over and over and over and over.
And who is that?
And I would say that's acceptable, right? If the gunplay wasn't the best part of the game.
Well, I mean, it's the best part of the game, but it shouldn't be the only part.
True, but I think my problem ends up being that it feels like such a pace breaker to me. Like, I don't mind them that much, for example, in a crack in time, right? Like, too much. Mostly because where they're placed, you know when they're gonna happen, right? Because it's always between sectors. It's not random, you know when they're gonna happen, so it doesn't really break the pace of the game, because it's after you just finished a planet with gunplay. When it's stuff like this, it's like in the middle of things.
I don't really mind
And-
it here. None of them are particularly difficult. They don't take too long.
They're definitely pace breakers when they play like this, though. That goes for Ratchet and Clank 1, 2, 3. Well, honestly, for 1, they're actually not that bad in 1 in terms of breaking the pace. It just turns out that the ones in the first game are just not that good in general, or are way too long. Looking at you, whatever that one planet's called that's very green.
I know the answer, but it's not even worth explaining anymore because I've told you every single time, and you never retain it.
Well,
Ever.
I mean, I don't remember the name of planets. You know this. Except for 3. I told you in the last part. I even mentioned it in the last part.
That sounds like a you problem.
Possibilities are a visual representation of my mind, trying to understand
I feel like
dimensionality.
you're the only person I know that knows that, like, most of the planets by name.
I will understand.
You're
just a
the outlier as
weirdo,
far as I
man.
can tell.
No, you're just a weirdo. You also just sacrificed innocent, omnipresent Clanks. Oh no, now they're gonna go out and oh no, all the Clanks are escaping.
Hi, Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Is there anything about Ratchet and Rivet that's the same?
They are both very quick to
Hey,
take
get
action.
the guy more orbs.
Like me, I always get so caught up in the details.
And
When has that
Oh, no.
ever been a problem for you, Clank?
Not
Name
well,
one time.
While I understand their reasoning for why they would why they have all the Clank sections in every single game, I also would not miss them not having Clank sections at all. I don't think there's a single game where I'd be like, oh man, I wish they kept a Clank section in.
The only game I honestly would maybe be that way in would be Nexus.
I haven't played Nexus, so I can't comment on that one, unfortunately.
Yeah,
What
I
are they
noticed.
like in Into the Nexus?
They're honestly probably closest to this if I was to compare it to a single game. It's pure platforming instead of more
Yo, wait.
puzzle oriented.
Yo, photo mode Clank doing that.
You know what? You got a point. Yeah, I can't do it right now because it's on cutscene mode.
thank you.
No, thank you.
Hi, Clank. How you doing? That just screams thumbnail, doesn't it?
Ah, it's so good.
Okay, can we zoom in a little more? Hi.
It's technically not a zoom in, it's just a field of view change.
It's basically a zoom. It's functionally a zoom.
So you're telling me if my field of view was 179, that means I'm just zoomed out so far that I can almost see behind me?
Yes. And because it's
Speaking
we always need a Captain
speaking of
Quark.
speaking
put that
of
right
which,
there.
there's
Perfect.
a game I've played for the record. It's an indie game. It's an FPS game, like an old school one. So they allow you to change your FOV to be very, very high, because that's very common in old school FPS games, right? They literally let you go to 179, and if you go to 179, it says, "Okay, we're stopping you right there." And then if you actually put the FOV that high, not only can you not see anything going on, unsurprisingly, but it's visually painful to look at. Have you ever seen what 179 FOV looks like in a game, Mayo?
Then it would depend on the game, so I don't
For
know.
some phase quartz.
Just in general, have you ever seen what it looks like?
Well, I would never need to, so no, I'm not a PC gamer.
You've never done it out of just sheer curiosity? Because that's
Like
what
I
I would
said,
do.
I'm not a PC gamer.
Alright, I'll show you it. Let me see if I can get a picture. Let's see.
And console games don't really give you options for things like FOV.
Thank you.
Which is bullshit.
Let me now, Bolts.
Though I'm pretty sure it's performance related, because sometimes you might get a... Like, if you play a game with a higher FOV, you're gonna have less frame rate because you can see more. So I'm pretty sure they limit
It's related
it
to that, but it's also because consoles will almost always be limited to 16 by 9, but you can't really be sure of that on PC.
Yeah, that's fair. Though I do feel like... I feel like every console game should at least allow you to go to one... At least first-person shooters. Third-person shooters, I don't really care what the FOV is. First-person shooters, if I can't hit 120, it's disgusting. Well, okay, I take that
What's
back.
going on?
What?
What's going on?
What?
I broke it!
You fell into the crevice.
I can't even move the camera on photo mode. I'm stuck. I did it! I broke the game! I was wondering how long it was going to take me. There we go.
You
I got
fixed
back
it.
out.
Somehow. But
So I was mentioning
anyways,
to you before when I was in the streams, like, it's probably the most broken RNC game I played. But I haven't really got any bugs to back it up until now.
Yeah, you did mention that. But anyways, I guess to finish off kind of what my statement meant. If a game has if an FPS, because again, it's only in FPS games that it particularly bugs me. If it's at 90, I'm okay with that. But
You know what,
there's so many console games. There's so many console games that cap at 60 and 70, and I'm just like, but why? Why would you do this? Do you actually just hate people?
Yes. I need to go around the sides and grab these because you can't come back here. And there's a trophy tied to getting all of these crystals hit.
Also, I really like
really
that
big
you-
oversight.
I also really like that you agreed. What the heck happened with you trying to get on that rail there?
I did a double jump.
Also, oh, okay. But I do like how you also agree, FYI, that if the FOV is at 60 or 70, that they have the person whoever decided that was a smart idea has a problem.
I didn't agree. What?
It sounded like you agreed.
It was just really weird timing. I mean, I don't really care. FOV is such a non-issue for me.
We are fast approaching the main drill.
Depends. What FOV do you play in TF2 again?
I mean, I just use default.
It's been my lifelong
I thought you
Some-
told. I thought I asked you, and you told me you used like 100 something or 120 or 90 or something. Maybe you said default, but then specified the number afterwards.
Maybe.
That is highly possible. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you 179 FOV. Hold on, this person. iRacing triple screen 179 FOV. Is this person actually playing a game on 3 monitors that almost lets him see behind him? Oh my god, he actually is. He's actually using 179 FOV to his advantage. Granted, it's still technically by an objective standpoint, 179 FOV means you can almost see behind yourself, so that's gonna look weird no matter what.
Where is the game keeps saying? Okay, there it is. The game keeps saying use the crank's like I can't find the crank. Apparently I jumped over it and I never looked back.
You have a hammer. You can't even use a crank. It doesn't even make any sense. You're supposed to smash things.
Finally,
Yeah?
reception. Listen,
Oh wait, is this how you destroy
Oh, it's
the
the
planet?
message.
on the drill.
Oh, this is how you
no,
destroy the planet.
we already destroyed the planet. We turned the drill on.
Our bleeds are.
Oh, so this is an alternate dimension, but it's also time travel because this is what,
Yes.
that's what happened.
I can try a remote shutdown.
That's what you're trying to tell me, right?
Jeez.
Oh, welcome to the end of days, everyone. Sorry we destroyed your planet.
You love giant machinery.
So apparently this iRacing game, people unironically use 190 79 FOV. I guess this is a game that's actually built for that. I guess it makes sense. It is a racing game. Alright, Mayo, here's one example of 179 FOV. Here's an example of 3 different FOVs in Minecraft.
I hope you aren't under the illusion that I can see this.
It's fine. I'll just wait till you're in a cutscene or something when you can actually see it.
Phase quartz suspended in the drill.
And, you know, also not being potentially killed. Steal those gems, Mayo. Steal them.
Careful.
Good job.
Yay? Oh
Now
wow,
we
good
can
job. You got
create-
your mask on perfectly in sync with changing dimensions.
You guys.
We must return to the other dimension.
I mean, you could argue that... I mean, this is obviously a stretch, but you could argue that when you were tossing your camera out at it, she put it on midway through.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Like you said, it's a stretch, but I can't totally
It's a
rule it
stretch,
out.
but, you know, it would make sense.
One of those things where it's like, it's not really a plot hole, but it is a bit of a contrivance.
It's not a plot hole, but it's one of those things that it's like, how did you get it so fast? Like, how did you put it on so fast? Yeah, it's like a contrivance.
It gets turned into a plot hole if they try to expand on it.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's so minor that I barely even consider something like that a plot hole.
Avoid hits like that.
Because, oh wow, she didn't put her mask on in the span of a few seconds. You know, that is the weirdest thing to complain about being a legit plot hole, right? That'd be like if somebody was trying to nitpick
Gotta be a way back.
that there's plot holes in a game, and then they're like, there's plot holes. Remember that one time Rivet didn't... How did she put on her mask so fast? Shit game, 0 out of 10. Actually, that's a pretty fair argument if they do put it like that. This game is terrible. There's a plot hole. Also, why were these guys sitting and waiting? Also, why were they aiming at you? See, that's a plot hole.
But they're just
They were
trying to be
waiting for
polite.
you. No, you're trying to be polite. They're the ones who are being jerks. Goon dropship. Where's the goon drop? Oh, there it is. I think that's it.
We are not gonna die.
That's it, right? The thing that you're not shooting at that's dropping enemies?
Yeah.
Big and
It's called a dropship.
And full of fuel. It's perilously close to becoming a bomb.
So it doesn't look like there's any ammo refills here. Is this a place that just has crates that'll spawn indefinitely? Or what's the deal?
I'm not too sure.
Doesn't look like there's any holes in the ground, which would spawn things indefinitely.
Then,
And surprisingly, Ratchet and Clank has been a series that is very consistent with doing that. Like, if there's a place that will, like a boss battle or something, that you would need to have ammo constantly given to you, they'll put holes on the ground to where ammo will drop from. It's a very small thing. It's a very minor detail, but I do appreciate it. It's been that way since I want to say Ratchet 1, honestly. So I think even like Drek's Arena in Ratchet 1, I think there's little holes on where ammo crates will come back up. Oh, I forgot Clank was missing an arm.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. It hasn't come up. Clank, I'm so sorry. Rivet, please fix his arm. Like, if this is
also
fitness
doesn't
about
help
you
that-
missing an arm, like, at least she has a robotic arm, okay?
Really weird, but
It also doesn't help that we had Kit 2, which had both her arms. Yo, wait a minute, you know what I just realized? They're both missing their right arm.
Then I suppose
Wait, wouldn't that want to give her more of a reason to fix his right arm?
Yes, yes, it would.
Like, oh shit, your right arm is gone. I've been under this situation before.
How about we
Space
fix up
quartz.
this space quartz and save the
So was that for just
So
finishing
we
the
failed
planet?
miserably. Yeah, and we failed miserably.
if you are
So is
right,
that, and by
We
that you
just
mean you missed one of
Basically
those
destroyed the
crystals?
planet. Yeah.
we will have achieved the
Oh, is that what you meant?
always spoke so fondly of him.
You meant we failed miserably as in we just destroyed the planet? Or you meant we
Yeah,
failed miserably
absolutely.
as in we...
the dimension.
Or did you mean we failed miserably as in you didn't hit all the crystals because you said that was a trophy?
Both.
Oh, no. So when you do this now, is it just... Is it any different? No? Yeah?
What? What is? Miss
The
Zircon?
fact that the place is destroyed, I guess? I don't know.
She's supposed to freak out when enemies are nearby, but there's no enemies nearby.
What happened if you hit the thingy?
Nope. Also,
Why
the
did it
crystal's
take
gone
you-
again.
Why? Well, I guess you could take this opportunity to hopefully hit all the crystals. Is this one of the ones? Actually, I guess this lets me pose this question now as opposed to later because I did mention this to you last night. Are there any trophies here which would be the equivalent to skill points nowadays?
The closest
That's-
to would be the ones that are like do so and so with weapons, like the defeat 30 enemies with the topiary.
But can you do that without hitting and going into challenge? Because that's the question I was gonna.
Yeah, you can get a
Or
platinum without going in challenge mode.
Okay. So we remember
Actually,
how
no,
we were
sorry,
talking
untrue.
about that last
You
time?
can get it. Oh, there's the crate. I almost forgot about that. That you technically need to dip your toes into challenge mode, but you can get it before you even leave the tutorial level.
Is it one of those things which is just like, obviously, you know, not including a trophy / achievement, which just straight up tells you, hey, enter
Yeah,
challenge
that's how it
mode?
works
'Cause
again.
I wouldn't doubt if that was like a thing in general. I thought this place was destroyed.
I did too. Disappointed now. Oh, I got some free bolts. Okay.
Where are the other
This is
crystals?
the area I'm thinking of. This. Oh, there's supposed to be like an optional area.
Is there something that makes things spawn optional areas? Like if you get to a certain point of the game, if you get a gadget.
There's a few story ones, but most of them are just available whenever.
Wait, are we not done with this planet? Is there still more
No.
to this?
I mean, the story content is done, but there's still a side thing to do.
Oh, okay. This is a side thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I was that's what I was confused by. I was like, I thought this was there was literally more to this planet. And I was like, what? I thought we literally just destroyed it and it was over.
Food dish of the century. Don't answer, it's rhetorical. Just make your way
Oh
across
yeah.
the ridge.
You know, now that we've done
Starving.
whatever planet it's called, because again, my brain just can't remember planet names to save my life. The planet which you told me to. Why are those boxes floating? Oh, they're just telling
Are we
you
supposed to?
platforms. Yeah, they're just telling you they're invisible platforms there. It's just a tell. It's like when Kapora left his feathers, you know, down. For there you go. Anyways, what was I talking about?
Planet that I can't remember the name of.
Oh yeah. What was that thing? You said that I needed to see the end of Crack in Time for, but I don't recall there being anything specifically.
The big
Definition.
one being the fact that
Or that
Lombax
Lombax
went to
are in
another
different dimension?
Yeah, that was the big one. Because that
Oh,
ends up
okay.
being a decently big Footwind Savali, which was going to be coming up in the next couple planets from there. So like, oh, and it does come up a few times throughout this main story as well.
I'm not gonna mention what it is, but I will say that YouTube did spoil me of something that references the past game, which just further insinuates that this is in fact in the same continuity as the all the other Ratchet and Clank games.
YouTube has a bad habit of doing spoilers.
I mean, it's fine. It's not like I'm playing the game. If I was playing the
Oh, yeah,
game, I'd
no.
be more upset. But you know, it's not like something that I'm upset because like I'm watching you play it and it's like whatever. Because at that point, then you know, that'd feel almost a little hypocritical if I got upset about it. But yeah, there was something that was in reference to. There's actually a few things that I saw in reference to that, or in reference to past games. I don't know why they said this game is in a different continuity. See, there's a
To be fair,
fine.
they didn't say it's in a different continuity. They said that you could play without knowing the other games. It's like technically,
okay.
but it's still kind of a stretch.
Okay, so by that logic, then yeah, I would say that. Did they say it's particularly not a sequel to A Crack in Time though?
They
Like,
said
say
it's not a
that
sequel
much?
to any of the games.
So, from a storytelling perspective, they are correct. So far this has nothing to do with gold bolt. This has nothing to do with A Crack in Time. But in terms of continuity, this definitely is checking out.
Yeah, and it only gets more so as you go on.
And you've mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again. This really makes the whole Angela existing thing, like, that much weirder.
Like, I don't really care about Angelique if they just want to write her off. I'm just bothered they keep bringing her up.
Yeah, like, if you made an oopsie or whatever, or they could have literally have just been like,
retcon
she
her out,
actually
like, whatever.
isn't... They could have literally done something like this would have been an ass pull, but hell, I would take it if just to fix things. I'd be like, oh, she's actually not a Lombax. She's just something that resembles a Lombax.
Even though,
And she lied or
literally within development, they called her Lombax.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, you could do something as simple as that. Yeah, it's a cop out. Yeah, it's kind of BS,
Oh, it absolutely is, and I agree. You could.
Like, yeah, but you could totally do that, and I'd be like, sure. Huh?
I went backwards.
Oh, but yeah, they could do that, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, it's a cop out, but I accept it because it's not. I don't know. It's just so bizarre to me that they really want to hammer home the whole. Well, actually, okay. So the thing is, to be fair, to give credit to the writers of Tools, you told me that it was acted as a soft reboot, right? So in their defense, they had that going for them. But after they threw that out the window and they decided to keep everything, just keep continuity. Hell, they mentioned Snivlek in this game. So that's just further proof that the second game, or second galaxy, exists. And I'm under the impression that you just can't constantly... How the hell did you get here? Oh, you're a different chef.
I can only create beauty when I'm suffering.
But,
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, you can't just reference things for the sake of referencing things, because at that point, then you're just proving that your universe does, in fact, have a continuity,
But doing so requires my full attention.
in my humble opinion.
Someone to defend me from the
Especially if you reference
yeah.
direct events.
brilliance. If you wish to be a part
Kind of like how in A Crack in Time, they straight up say, Quark straight up mentions how he was, like, he speaks like a monkey and all that sort of stuff because of that one planet at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
Because it's literally what happened. I think this game did something similar too, not for Ratchet and Clank 3, but for another game. I can't remember what
Pretty
it
much
was,
how they did it
though.
for Crack in Time all the time.
Yeah, so I mean, Crack in Time is 100% just like in universe continuity, like it's 1,000,000%. They straight up objectively shoved it into the continuity of the other games, the original trilogy, I guess I should say. Just so weird to me, though. It is just so... It's so weird. And it's even crazier, because I feel like I shouldn't be caring about the story this much, but they're starting to care about the story this much, so I feel like it's almost kind of weird that it's very inconsistent now.
don't mind it as much. Like they're clearly treating it as a joke. At least like the angel a bit. Just the big one.
I just want Angela to pop up and say hi, and then never come back.
And then never appear again, like ever. Like not even a reference.
Didn't what game was it? I feel like you told me that one of the games in the I don't know if it was in the Future trilogy or if it was just in that era of games. You know, after what's it called? After the original or after they already tried to do the whole Ratchet's the Last Wombax thing. I feel like you told me there was a game where they literally cameoed like Angela, whether I don't know if it was in her suit or something. Like they didn't show her herself.
I don't know what game it would be if it is. It might have happened. Like I haven't played all the games.
You know what I might actually be thinking of? I might be thinking of the end of Ratchet and Clank 3 because she does appear there.
Oh, I mean she is. I mean, like, but the original PS2 games were definitely in the same continuity. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. So that wouldn't really be worth anything.
I was just thinking I might be thinking that. Oh, you know what? Actually, I might be thinking of. I think somebody told me that there was a place named after her, and it was blatantly a reference to her.
I can't think of it, but I don't know. I would need more to go off of there.
Time to go to the Ratchet and Clank wiki and check the I think it was the third most visited page. Currently, it's like third most popular. Yeah, so if I go to the Ratchet and Clank fandom and well, okay, so Azimuth is a what's it called? He's the featured person. So let's go to his article, right? Popular pages: Rivet, Lombax, Ratchet and Clank. I love how Lombax is one. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Angela Cross, and then Ratchet.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Joseph before Ratchet. No, not that one.
Who's this person? Alwyn's father. Tools of Destruction. Let's see. Sometime after Ratchet left the Bogon Galaxy, which is, I believe it's the it's the one from the second game. So sometime after Ratchet left the Bogon Galaxy, she met Max Apogee.
Yes, that one I know about.
Which is Talwyn's father. He's in Tools.
Talwyn is, the father isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, her father isn't. Well, it looks like he's just in a flashback. I don't know from what game, though.
He's not even in a flashback. I know what you're talking about. In the Kraken Time, there's a little joke thing on one of the radio stations saying that she got away from the prison.
Talwyn? Well, it's because she's a pirate. Anyways, it was last seen fleeing the Cerulean sector in her starship. Where's the Cerulean sector? It's a sector of the Polaris Galaxy, located in the Zarkov sector. Okay, this is just Tools of Destruction mumbo jumbo. She was in Tools. Wait a minute.
I mean, she isn't, but she is.
She's referenced to be in Tools. Yeah, she's not physically there, but she was referenced to objectively be there. Which makes even less sense now. Gosh darn it! Her whereabouts, as reported on Space Radio, were thereafter unknown, and I'm assuming that's the...
Yeah, that's the Kraken Time bit. Yeah. Kraken Time's the only reason we have that in the first place.
It revealed that Angela was a Lombax and that female Lombaxes lack tails. You know what? That they could have done that to write her out as a Lombax. Think about it, Mayo.
Oh, easily.
Oh, that was a good image. They could have just said, "Oh, she doesn't have a tail. She's not a Lombax. She faked it." I'm so like.
I mean, again, it would have been a cop out, but it would have worked.
I can't get over this. I just can't get over this. I don't know why. I think I can't get over it because they're sprinkling it in like she does exist, but she also doesn't. It's also just really funny to me. Hey, a spy bot.
I'm just happy those miners are finally gonna get some grub. Now, how do I get back to them?
Hey, subtitles?
That's
Subtitles were a little off there.
Is a Ragongo level mining operation.
Oh?
known as the
Ragongo?
galaxy's
What's a
main
Ragongo
source
level?
of
It sounds like an
blazing
enemy.
crystals, integrated in high-energy capacitors. This material was once prevalent in computers, starships,
Wait, these
Oh.
spybots have some sort of blueprint?
These days, however,
Yes.
the rare
Is that for the
ore is
rhino?
mostly shipped to the
Is this how you get the rhino?
research facility in
Ish?
Cordelion
I'll explain
for
later.
various
As in not in a video?
projects.
Okay.
Speaking of which, when the
Yeah, I could clearly see a blueprint. I can't make out at all what it's supposed to be, though. My mind went to Rhino because I mentioned this in the last part. I don't know if, or no, part before this one, where I was lagging really bad. I don't know if it came in, but or it came through, but I did ask. Or no, I didn't ask, but I told you how if you can't buy the Rhino, you get it usually through some sort of blueprint, because that's how it's been in every game. So that's why my mind immediately went to blueprint, or you get the Rhino there. So I thought it was a blueprint, therefore you get the Rhino. Though I guess there are a few other things.
Really? She's doing it again? Bad, Zircon! Bad!
Yeah, why is she doing? Is it because you're hover booting into her? Okay, everyone's freaking out like there's something around.
Okay.
Yeah, try no hover boot. See what happens.
Oh, further! I wasn't even sprinting!
That is so bizarre. It's just gotta be a glitch. Or maybe they're all terrified of you because you destroyed this planet, which would be hilarious attention to detail. That's stretching it, but look, I don't know how to explain it otherwise.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. We are done with the what is our prime finally.
Quite a long planet.
These bolts. It is, yeah.
Jamie can't buy your new weapon because literally... You know what? How about before you end the party, you go get your new weapon on a different planet?
No, sure, let's just go to Xerxes. Because there's a Mr. Gun right outside there.
Because apparently...
Oh, well, first.
Well, I'm glad that we didn't end the
watch
party
this.
yet, actually.
You hear that?
Why would you do that?
That's
It's okay,
the
though.
sound of
It is
me
nefarious.
destroying lives. Dirty, filthy.
Come to think of it,
This lies?
Nefarious existing makes no sense.
Say, this
He was
dimension is
killed.
unstable. We're being
How's he alive?
formless void. False.
Where's Lawrence?
Think otherwise? I order you
I mean,
to
I just assumed that he was rebuilt.
incinerator because they are clearly
Where's Lawrence? Do you think Lawrence rebuilt him and then just immediately flew away, or do you think when he dipped, he was just like, nope, I'm gone forever?
No, we've already been over this.
could they if
Recently, even. Like, he's on paternity leave.
even caught them yet, huh?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Here.
You-
You want some truth?
So maybe I guess he did, what's it called?
Next bounty is
Rebuild him or something?
57 squadrillion Nefarabucks.
Squidgillion. Oh,
That's a lot
money.
of that's a lot of Nefera bucks.
So big, so real, so totally not made up. And
Ooh, nice
I mean,
little
you
flash
are
on his
like
eye
the-
there.
yours.
You are the overlord here, so you know it really isn't. What's it called?
I mean, you
It
can
really
make
isn't
money
a
if you
lie.
want.
Yeah, it really isn't a lie.
feeling good about this one.
I want my new weapon, gosh darn it.
I swear, if this Mrs. Zircon just runs and fish, do not use your hover boots. Don't touch the button. I don't think that has anything to do with it, but just
Yeah,
don't.
no,
do
I know
it
for a
safety.
fact it isn't, because I did it in the stream, it was fine. But fine, I
You
won't
should
even
do
sprint.
it afterwards, though.
You're scared? Why are you scared? That isn't a good sign.
Is it because there's a bounty on you? I wonder if you have to reset the game. You should probably test it after checking if Miss Zircon doesn't sell anything to you. You should probably reset your game and hope to God that something is not like.
Yeah, no, she's gonna sell anything. Okay, well, thank y'all for watching. Everybody's terrified of Rivet, apparently.
Oh, that's funny.
So, see you on the next part when hopefully we're allowed to buy weapons again.
All toasters. Toast.
Chicken
Wait.
tenders?
Chicken? Oh, no.
Bye-bye?
Ollie!
Science?
You monster.